And welcome to Officer Oil. My name's Scott McAdoo. I'm a police community outreach officer for a local department in Maryland. And outside of police, I support my family as a certified AMSOIL dealer. When I'm not fighting crime, I am fighting friction. So I am back from an outstanding trip. I went down to the Hatfield-McCoy Trail systems down in West Virginia, right on the Kentucky line. Went down for my 40th birthday. Awesome trip. Had 9 great guys, 8 other guys, 9 of us total, and absolutely just had a blast. Did so much riding, and I can honestly say the toughest trails I've ever ridden on. Did a ton of single track. We're down at Buffalo Mountain. I was able to accomplish Trail 199, which I hear is one of the toughest down there. So got that done. So put a lot of abuse on the bike. And I just wanted to come back and get a clean start with these fluids because we rode a lot. We rode absolutely a lot, and it was just long days and just really hard on the bike. So I'm going to be doing the oil change, the transmission fluid change on the 2020 KTM 300 XC-W TPI. Let me go ahead and show you here the miles and the hours. So currently 72 hours and 1,040 miles. 72 hours and 1,040 miles. We rode about 220 miles, and I know one day we did almost over 100 miles, and I put about 12 hours on the oil on the bike. And again, it just was brutal conditions, and we were just going, we were ripping as hard as we could. So great time. Again, we're going to be using the AMSOIL dirt bike 10W50 synthetic dirt bike oil. It's what I've had in it since its first oil change. And what's interesting, I do need to do another video. I ended up pulling my last oil change. I did about 21 hours. And I know a lot of people say they're changing after every ride, doing it 5 hours, 10 hours, something like that. Well, about 21 hours, I pulled an oil sample, sent it off to an independent lab out of Indianapolis. They tested the oil, said the oil was still good for continued use. So, but I just, you know, with me just abusing this thing, I wanted to have a fresh start. So about 12 hours or so on the oil now, and it's not a hard job to do, and it takes less than a quart. So the AMSOIL Dirt Bike 1050, outstanding choice if you want the best protection for your bike. So your bike will run cooler, it will run quieter, it will shift smoother. You're going to get that constant clutch feel. So you're going to be right in that friction zone, which is critical when you're out there riding trails, slipping the clutch, going up hills, going through mud, things like that. It's going to protect those gears better, and just everything you absolutely ask for in a dirt bike oil. And again, it's something that we designed from the ground up to just get beat up. So got the bike all warm. I went out, spun around, got the transmission warm, cleaned it up, and now we're going to get the old oil out of there. So one thing I did is I always clean up my work area. It's all a little dirty here, but I keep using this can. Is the AMSOIL brake and parts cleaner. Just a great way to clean up your surface area. Just prep it. I did a nice rinse after the last ride. It was really wet down there, but I didn't go through and give it that showroom shine. So got all the bulk of the mud off. But still, you know, still a little dirt in there. But cleaned it up with the AMSOIL brake cleaner. So cleaned up my work area here, where I'm pulling the drain bolt out, and the check and the level, where we can check the level, that area, as well as the fill port. So I cleaned that up with this. It dries very quickly. It is a chlorinated formula, and just great way to clean up your surface area. All right, so I went over on the other side. I cracked the fill port just to get nice, better flow to bring all the oil out. Right down here is your oil drain plug. And this guy, now this is just something I made on my own. I've talked about it before. All it is I cut it out of an old laundry detergent container, but it just creates a nice little channel for the oil to run down. So this way you don't have to take off your skid plate, makes it a little faster. Just something I rigged up here at the house, but it has worked outstanding for me. So you just kind of shove it in there and then makes that channel so that oil is going to come right out. So let me get on my drain plug. It is a 13 mil. Oop. Had it on a torque wrench. Let me get. All right, so 13 millimeter. And just get in here, crack this sucker off. And there we go. Spin that off. And there she goes. Kickstand gets in the way a little bit. But I'm not seeing any metal shards, any shavings, just because with the AMSOIL protects it so well. Got a little color to it from the clutch material, perfectly normal. Let me pull out my drain plug. Let me let this drip. Let that drip. Now right here, here's the drain plug. Just has a little bit on that one side. Just a little bit of debris, trying to get that to focus there. That the magnetic drain plug has caught. Try to show you here a little bit better. There's that old oil coming out. No metal shavings, anything like that. So we will let that drain out a bit, get all my oil out. Get all my oil out there. Fighting the wind a little bit. Okay, while that's draining out, just keep moving along here. Here is the fill port cap, my oil cap. Got some dirt and debris right there around the O-ring. So, grab my AMSOIL parts cleaner and just give it a shot. Comes out really quick. I love how fast it comes out. And just give everything a clean wipe. Let that dry. It'll dry really fast. Stick that off to the side. And then what I'm even gonna do is I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna tip the bike over just to try to speed up things and get every last drop of the old oil out. Not necessary, but just something I try to, hey, why not? Let's get every last drop of it out. Any of that old contaminant in there so we can have it filled with AMSOIL liquid gold. We're gonna clean up our magnetic drain plug. Take off my old copper crush washer. Wipe this down. Wipe off that clutch material, clean that up, hit it with my parts cleaner, clean that. All right, so that's nice and clean. Grab a new crush washer. Nice new fresh copper crush washer. Stick that on. right. I'm pretty happy I got most of it out. Still dripping just a little bit, but I don't want to be here all day. So got a slight drip, but let's stick this back on. Snug it up. And then let me grab my torque wrench. And it is, you want to set your torque to 20 Newton meters. So we got that. Put that on. And that's it. No, there it is. No oil on the bike. Again, worked great. Okay, so I have got my funnel plugged in here and clean the area off with the parts cleaner. Now I just need to remove right in here, right in there is the oil check bolt. There's a nice clue, it even says oil, but let me remove that. There we go. Have that removed. Let me grab a new crush washer. Here's the tiny little oil check bolt right there for the fill. That's how you know you're full. Let me pop up that old one. Wipe it real quick. Have my new one ready. Okay, my new one is ready. Now, we're going to be filling it up with the AMSOIL Synthetic Dirt Bike Oil. It takes 0.85 quarts. I have 2 bottles here because I have 2 open ones. So I'm a little bit short on this and I'll take a little from the other. But we'll know for sure when it starts to come out of the fill bolt, the check bolt right there. So here we go. And there it is. Liquid gold. I swear every time I do this, I can hear the bike go, ah. Get that in there. All right. Okay, and then get a little bit more until we start to come out here. And here it comes. It's coming out. Stick that back in. All right. One thing I forgot, try to have only a little bit comes out, but I just lost a little bit. That's how you know you're full. Just make sure you have a little rag or a drain pan to catch it. So I have that snugged up, and now let me go back to my smaller torque wrench, and it's 10 Newton meters, 10 Newton meters. So I already have this preset. Let me double check. Yes, sir. Get my extension. we go. Click. Always a good idea to put your caps back on these. Try to do that right away. Should have done it a second ago in case anything falls out of the tree. But I do have a little bit of oil that kind of ran down. No problem, because I have my parts cleaner, and just give that a little shot. That'll drip down, give everything a little wipe. Wipe there. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is make sure you have a clean finger. I'm going to grab my put my finger in the oil there. I just like to wet this gasket right here on the fill port. That off, stick that in. All right, make sure that's snug. Put my cap back on. Okay, so everything's all cleaned up. 0.85 quarts. Went right up to my check bolt, my fill level. I know I'm good. Everything's tightened up, snugged up, torqued down. We are good to go. I am Hatfield-McCoy. Here I come again. I wish I'd get back out there. Probably be a while. But again, the AMSOIL Synthetic Dirt Bike 1050, perfect for anyone riding the KTMs that wants that 50 weight oil. They're looking for that 50 weight oil. Just gonna protect your gears better. It's gonna resist the heat. Super, super outstanding film strength protection. Just gonna be resistant to shear. Give you that constant clutch feel in that friction zone. Protect those gears, protect that clutch. Drop the heat down, run cooler, cleaner, all the above. If you'd like to, oh, and it is wet clutch compatible, one thing, I mean, that is obvious, so there are no friction modifiers in this. It is friction modifier free, unlike a lot of automotive oils, if you found a 50 weight automotive oil. So if you'd like to get some AMSOIL Dirt Bike 1050 for your machine, and you would like to move up and upgrade to AMSOIL like I did back in, what, 2007, I believe it was, became a dealer in 08, was using it before, and you'd like to save 25% off of our retail price listed. When you go to our website, you're going to see a retail price, and you'd like to save at least 25%. You're a do-it-yourselfer like me. I highly recommend you join our AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program. As a preferred customer, you save 25% off of retail. You get free shipping over $100 right to your house, plus many other great perks. If you are a repair shop, a parts store, maybe have a fleet, commercial, municipal fleet, something like that, we have an even more advantageous program where you can save 30% off and go up from there with that program, and also get free shipping right to your doorstep as well. So if you'd like to move forward, please visit the link below or visit my webpage, officeroil.com. Again, officeroil.com. And if you end up calling AMSOIL somehow, or if you end up on the AMSOIL site and they ask you, how did you hear about AMSOIL? Please list my name, Scott McAdoo, and my referral number. Please, very important, my referral number, 164-9274. Again, 164-9274. By doing that, it supports me. You'll be working with me, so thank you so much. But if you like the page, please please subscribe. If you have any questions below, or have any questions, just ask questions. I'll be happy to get back to you on it. Give me a call if you need to. But another successful oil change on my toy, and we are protected for many, many, many more miles and hours of abuse. But thank you for watching. Officer Oil signing off.